I understand a corporation's main purpose is to make a profit, but what they have to realize is how the profit is made is by the workers that help make their product. And if the workers are tired and they're unhappy, their product is not going to be as good and it's going to be less desirable by people. Keep your workers happy. But capitalism. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm pro-capitalism, by the way, so shh. News time. Skip it up and that up. So I don't even need to go into any specifics. We know that crunch is a major issue in the video games industry, where developers and game designers are working insane hours and they're literally putting their mental and physical health on the line to meet a deadline. And then what bothers me about it is that the publishers, who are worried about the almighty dollar, and nothing but the almighty dollar, they drive these men and women into the ground, these people working on the games. And then because they physically are, because they're human, the game comes out and there's bugs and issues because the publisher wanted to rush it out, the developers, by the idiots, which is not everybody, but by the idiots in the gaming community, go after the developers when the developers were doing nothing but what they were told to do. And if they didn't do that, they would be unemployed. The world is a great place. Well, anyway, one practice that Epic Games had, the developer behind a game, I don't know, you may have heard of it before. It's a little one called Fortnite. They had an alternating Friday off policy, which when you're working long days and crunching on a game and you've put in plenty of hours trying to get out whatever crap you're getting out for a new Fortnite season, you appreciate those Fridays off. Well, Epic Games is like, we're going to get rid of those because, they weren't being evenly distributed. And a lot of the employees are very unhappy. Anyway, this comes from Kotaku.com. I'm going to read it to you, then we'll discuss. Epic Games, creator of the massively popular and lucrative battle royale Fortnite, decided to end a popular policy of allowing staff every other Friday off earlier this week. According to a new report by Bloomberg, which a source corroborated with Kotaku, the move angered staff who were caught off guard by the sudden reversal. Alternating Fridays off allowed staff time to recuperate and in some instances made up for overtime hours on other days. A 2018 report by Polygon alleged that Epic Games employees working on Fortnite, a game that regularly updates, sometimes had to crunch to push content through the finish line. While adequate time off can make the service game model at work a little more fair, an internal email obtained by Bloomberg noted that the Friday policy at Epic wasn't being used equally by staff. Now, a spokesperson Daniel Vogel said that, there's a lot of people that had to work Fridays anyway, so it wasn't this alternating Fridays off wasn't being distributed to staff properly because people have to work anyway. But it seems like it was a pretty popular thing, and the fact that Epic Games got rid of it seems very unpopular. Now, they're replacing the alternating Fridays off with a no meetings Friday thing where there's no meetings and it's unstructured. And so we're letting people kind of loosen up their ties and relax. No, come on. They're going to be crunching on Fridays. They're going to be exhausted. And these people put in more hours than anybody else in virtually any other job industry. There's exceptions, of course. So even though they were getting Fridays off, they were making up for this in other ways, and you took away the one good thing that they looked forward to. Excellent job, Epic Games. Now, a survey at Epic Games was taken, and the sample was 581 employees, and the alternating Fridays off had a 90% approval rating. Because when something's that popular, you definitely want to take it away. I can't, man. These companies are absolutely ridiculous. Kind of a different field, even though it does involve gaming still. But I remember, and I tried to look for articles of this. It must be that GameStop has kind of conveniently swept this under the rug. I even used archives and looked in previous years and couldn't find it. I always remember when GameStop they were off for Black Fridays, and they made this huge announcement, and they were super proud of it, and they knew it was going to be good PR. And then they saw their sales continue to decline, and they were like, oh yeah, we don't really care about our employees. We're going to be open on Black Friday again, and we're going to try to hide behind our employees. I remember this, and I wish I could find where they kind of made it like, our employees want to work on Black Friday. We swear. I'm pretty damn sure it was regarding Black Friday or something similar, so it's still terrible of GameStop, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, they were like, yeah, our employees, they don't want to be near their families on holidays. They want to have less time off. I want to see the people, GameStop, that said that back in the day. I want to see who they are. I want to see what person working in retail goes, you know what? Instead of hanging out with my family on a holiday, I rather be at work and being yelled at by very irate customers, especially on a Black Friday. I've worked some Black Fridays before. They are hell, and you will have PTSD. I want to see those workers. GameStop, please. But whether it be you working in retail at GameStop or whether it be you working for Epic Games, we're all just cogs in a wheel, man. We all are, including content creators, like everybody. We are a machine that makes money for someone else. And that's just how it is. I'm not throwing any shade. It's just the reality of it. And hopefully, how wildly unpopular this is, Epic Games will wake up and be like, oh yeah, we need to make sure our employees are happy, or we're not going to get as good of a product. But no, they won't. But they'll pretend to be pro-consumer by fighting against Apple because they want to get the whole piece of the pie from in-game transactions. They'll make a pseudo fake 1984. Remember that Macintosh commercial? And Epic Games remade it with Fortnite characters, trying to make it like they're for the people and for the gamer, when it's really them just wanting to get more profit and increase their bottom line. Yeah, but they'll pretend to be pro-consumer and pro the people with that. But when their overworked employees, rightfully so, want an alternating Friday off, it's unstructured. We don't need that. Let that sink in. All corporations, at the end of the day, are profit-driven. They are machines with no moral code. They just worry about their bottom lines. And it's up for the employees and the community to speak up and not stand for it. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.